I stand at the edge of a collapsing star, not on its surface, not safely far away, but close enough to watch reality begin to bend. The light around me twists. Stars behind the object stretch into glowing arcs. Space itself seems unstable, fluid, almost alive. And then something far stranger happens. I release a single metal sphere from my hand. I expect it to fall, because all my life I have believed gravity is a force, a pull, an invisible hand reaching through space. But as I watch the sphere move beside me, something feels deeply wrong. It is not being pulled. It is simply following the shape of reality itself. And suddenly, everything I thought I understood about gravity begins to collapse. For most of human history, gravity seemed simple. Objects fall downward, planets orbit stars. Mass attracts mass. That explanation feels natural because I experience it every moment of my existence. I feel my weight against the ground. I watch rain fall from the sky. I see the moon circling Earth. Gravity appears obvious, but sometimes the universe hides its deepest truth inside familiar things, and gravity may be one of them. Imagine I drift alone through empty space. No stars, no galaxies, no planets, only darkness. Then, very slowly, I place a massive sphere beside me, a silent world floating in the void. At first, nothing seems unusual, but then I notice something impossible. Light passing near the sphere begins to curve, not dramatically, just slightly. A distant star behind the object appears distorted, bent, as though space itself has warped around the mass. And this is where reality begins to change, because light has no mass. So if gravity were truly a force pulling on objects, why would light bend at all? What exactly is being pulled? The answer is stranger than force, much stranger. Mass does not simply attract objects. Mass changes the geometry of reality itself. Space and time are not empty stages where physics happens. They are physical structures. Flexible, dynamic, capable of bending, a massive object does not reach outward with invisible hands. Instead, it reshapes the space around it, and everything nearby simply follows those curves. Planets, stars, light, even time itself. I no longer imagine gravity as a pull. I imagine it as movement through distorted space-time, like rolling a marble across stretched fabric. The marble is not pulled sideways by magic. The surface beneath it has changed shape, and everything moving across that surface follows the curve naturally. But this comparison is still incomplete, because reality is not a flat sheet. It is four-dimensional, 3 dimensions of space and 1 of time, and mass bends both. This realization changes everything, because falling toward Earth is not only movement through space, it is movement through curved time. I imagine standing beside an enormous black hole, a place where gravity becomes so extreme that reality itself begins to break apart. The stars around me distort into rings of light. Darkness swallows the sky. Time slows, not metaphorically, physically, scientifically. Clocks near intense gravity actually move more slowly. This is not theory alone. It has been measured. Even satellites orbiting Earth experience tiny changes in time due to gravity. Without correcting for this effect, modern GPS systems would slowly fail. which means gravity is not merely affecting motion. It is affecting the flow of time itself. And suddenly, gravity no longer feels like a simple force. It feels like architecture, the hidden curvature of existence. I look back at Earth from beside the black hole. Far away, the planet appears accelerated. Clouds race across continents. Cities flicker like sparks. Entire years pass in moments. Meanwhile, beside the black hole, I barely move through time at all. And this raises a disturbing possibility. If gravity changes time, then every human being experiences reality differently, not emotionally, physically. The stronger the gravity around me, the slower my time moves compared to others. The universe does not share one universal clock. There is no single cosmic heartbeat, only local experiences of time shaped by gravity and motion. Reality is not as fixed as I once believed. And then I begin wondering something even stranger. If gravity is geometry, what happens when geometry collapses completely? Inside a black hole, current physics reaches a breaking point. The curvature of space-time may become infinite. Known equations stop functioning normally. The universe hides something there that I still do not fully understand. Some physicists suspect that deeper laws of reality exist beneath space-time itself. Others believe gravity may eventually connect with quantum physics in ways I have not yet discovered. But right now, at the edge of scientific understanding, gravity remains both familiar and mysterious. I feel it every second of my life, yet its true nature reshapes everything I think reality is. I return to the falling metal sphere beside the collapsing star. At first, it seemed ordinary. Now it feels extraordinary. The sphere is not diving toward an object because of an invisible force. It is following the straightest possible path through curved space-time. And so am I. And so is Earth. And so is every galaxy drifting across the universe. We are all moving through invisible curves woven into reality itself. For a moment, I stop thinking about planets and stars. I think about existence, about how easily my senses convince me that reality is simple. Solid ground beneath my feet, time moving evenly forward, gravity pulling downward. But beneath those experiences, the universe behaves in ways my instincts could never predict. Space bends, time stretches, light curves, and gravity is not what I thought. I look once more towards a black hole, towards a warped light, towards the collapsing geometry of space and time. And I realize something quietly terrifying. I do not truly stand on solid ground at all. I move through a curved universe without ever seeing the shape beneath me. Reality was never flat.